Hi, JD here, and I'm here to show off about another incredible case study that I was involved in terms of transforming the look, the feel, the brand persona and the revenue of a particular business. And this business happens to be Funfields water theme park in Melbourne, Australia. And lovely, lovely family that own this business. It's the Verga family, and John Verga, just a great friend of mine these days, and just an ideal client, because in the advisory business, when you give people advice and they actually pick it up and run with it, you just go, hallelujah, thank you, Lord, because there's so many people that grab what I give them and do nothing with it. They sit on it, okay? And in John's instance, because he's a true entrepreneur and so is his wife, he grabbed this stuff and ran with it, and it made a significant positive impact on their business. Let me show you an overview of the park. You can see some photographs there at the moment. It's a fabulous theme park in Melbourne, Australia. When I was invited by John after he joined my private coaching program to visit the park, I guess I was expecting that it wouldn't really be all that flash, because, you know, in Australia, you know, we don't tend to, you know, do things, I guess, as well as they do in America. I was blown away. It is really, really nice. It's well maintained in terms of the landscaping. The rides were fantastic. I happened to be visiting him on a day that a school was at breakup. It was a breakup day for their school year, and they were there and they were having the time of their lives. I was very impressed. And John said to me that they were adding new rides as each season comes along. And anyway, he said to me, look, we want to build, obviously, the number of people coming into the park. So I said, well, let me have a look at your previous TV commercials, because they did put a lot of money into TV commercials, which ran simultaneously on social media as well. And this is it. Have a look at it. You'll see that it's pretty dated, and it was not exactly containing what I would say wow factor. Okay, have a look at it.
Outdoor fun for everyone at Funfields.
Funfields is fantastic fun. Come ride the Great Alpine Toboggan Slide, Thunderdome go-karts, bumper boats, mini golf, Blackbeard's Fury, and 4 great water slides with Splashdown, Blackout, and now new Wipeout. It's totally awesome. Funfields.com.au, Plenty Road, Whittlesea, open weekends and school holidays.
Outdoor fun for everyone at Funfields.
So you'll see there that, yeah, it was a bit lame, and John, I'm sure if he's watching this, would agree with me. He laughs about it now. Spending whatever it was, 5 seconds at the end there, you know, showing people having a Coca-Cola or drink in the cafe, that's not going to bring people in. So I said to him, look, I think we better turbocharge this. Do you mind if we get involved? And he said, yep, not a problem. And he had a new big ride coming along, so therefore we included that. I decided to get a drone in and put the drone on top of the new ride to show these kids coming rocketing down the water slide and coming out at the other end like, yeah, at supersonic speed, okay? So therefore, have a look at this ad and I think you'll see the big difference.
We dare you to ride the longest pro slide cannonball water slide in the entire world. It's long, it's fast, it's Typhoon, Funfield's newest attraction. And if you're game, ride the most thrilling, electrifying toboggan slide on the planet. Be towed 400 metres to the top of our mountain and then hurtle down the mountain at superhuman speed. Funfields, rides and water slides for the whole family.
Okay, so you can see, yes, there was certainly, I'm sure John wouldn't mind me saying, shit to gold, okay? Bland to grand. And just a whole different energy, and it just took the park to another level. Now, guess what? This particular ad was played on TV for 1 day, and have a listen to the voicemail message I got from John Verga the morning of the following day after these ads hit, okay? I'm going to put the words on the screen because it was a scratchy sort of voicemail that he left. Have a look at what he's got to say.
I got your email and I haven't responded, mate, to that. That's not to scratch my ass. But, mate, this place has been out of control. So, whatever we're doing, it's working. But, yeah, like I said, you know, this morning, I think at 9:15, which is 45 minutes before we opened, there was a traffic queue about 6 kilometres down the road. And, yeah, I reckon it's 11:30 now. There's probably close to 4,000 people in here now. So, yeah.
Okay, pretty happy camper. Pretty happy camper. Why? Because we added wow factor to something that needed wow factor. This is an incredible water park. It's just that I often say to people sometimes, look, you are David Jones or Meyer dressed up in Kmart clothing, okay? And the brand persona that he had for that business was not being communicated in the wow factor way that it should be. I mean, he had like a Disney style park, and with great landscaping, fantastic customer service by the staff, and incredible rides. But the previous ad that you saw was just not doing it justice. So we just turned the volume up and put some wow factor pixie dust to it, changed the scripts to be much more direct response based. So therefore, we end up doing offers that were, time, they were actually only available for a certain time. We just packed the joint, okay? And as you heard from John in that voicemail, what was it? I think a 6-kilometre traffic jam down the road, okay? And that has continued to this day. This park has gone from strength to strength to strength because we've put wow factor into it and also used direct response marketing tactics. John's a pretty happy camper, and so therefore I couldn't finish off this video without, hearing a word or two from him, blowing some wind up my backside. He's a good sport, and he had some nice words to say.
Results have been, since we've had JD on board, they've been spectacular. Look, the best thing about JD is he works at our pace. And when I need something done or when I need advice, I don't need it in 2 weeks' time, or I don't need it to be scheduled by someone. I need it yesterday, and with JD, that's exactly what happened. JD's there for us, and it's just been fantastic working with him. Since we've had JD on board, basically the difference in numbers that we've put through the gate has been absolutely astonishing. We've done things, we've changed our whole strategy of our advertising, our TV commercials, etc. And what JD suggested to us at first, I thought that would never work, but I was in a position where I had to either trust this guy and go with it, or otherwise, we'd just be doing the same old thing. We took JD's advice on board, and the results have been absolutely stupendous, fantastic. We're looking at a good 30 or more percent increase in turnover, which for this type of business is absolutely fantastic. What I've noticed with this direct response marketing is it's just so simple, and it's just so I'm just so surprised that we just didn't think about it before. And it took someone like JD to show it to us and to convince us that that's the way to go. The wow factor stuff is wow. That's all I can say. We had surveys and we had documented evidence to suggest that our two biggest rides were the toboggans and the typhoon. And JD said, mate, that's what you've got to go for. Show people the typhoon. Let's talk about the typhoon and the toboggans. They're your two most popular rides, and I really thought that might not work. It's too restrictive, but mate, it's just been incredible, absolutely incredible. It's not rocket science. All he basically did was convince us to play to our strengths, and our strengths at this park is that the toboggan slide and the typhoon at the moment. And JD convinced us that to play to our strengths and to get that out there, and the rest will look after itself. But I think he's an absolute genius.
He's pretty frank at the end there, isn't he? But lovely guy, and just an ideal client, because when I put together a marketing plan for him, guess what? He executed it. If you would like that sort of transformation for your business, then just click the link above or below, and you'll see all the details of how we can help you with our private coaching program, or private consult program, we call it. If your sales are flatlined, if you feel that you're hanging around with the wrong people and you would like some of this wow factor pixie dust stuff and direct response marketing stuff, then click the link above or below, wherever it is, and we'd love to have a chat with you.